much more valuable than they. Matthew 6:26. So last week, a little squirrel was rehabbed by a neighbor as an infant, and then it was released into our backyard as a juvenile so it could go free. So his first step into the wild after being in a cage. So on that first day that I had the cage open, because by law I have to have the cage open, he found a tree that he liked and he climbed up it, staying close, learning the lay of the land, just hanging out. And then that evening, he built himself a squirrel's nest, up in the branches. His first own attempt at a home. So I was in awe, because I somehow compartmentalized the fact that this is a wild animal and we should know what to do, but because I had an attachment to it, because it would let me pet it and hold it, it just did not occur to me that this little critter was actually still wild. And God created him to be a squirrel and to know what to do. So then, the day after, for the first time, I didn't see him again. He didn't come back to the cage, didn't linger, he was just gone, out there living, finding his way. And I was worried. We had that big thunderstorm that came into Bonner, and I kept trying to find him, and my heart was worried, but I knew that this was good. It was what he was made to do. He was becoming who he was always meant to be. I remember the first time that I opened his cage, he would come out